We all know that social proof is massively important. Amazon does a pretty good job of utilizing social proof through things like their ratings and review systems, along, of course, with the testimonials. I guess that's what they are, that you're allowed to leave. But there's actually a lot more you can do as well outside of the Amazon infrastructure. So in this video, I want to show you some really, really cool ways to use social media so you can be a social media badass. Let's go. Different ways of getting social proof in a way that your customers won't expect, okay? Crafty ways. So what we think of, these are all from Cialdini: testimonials, case studies, and reviews, okay? So that's what everybody thinks of when it comes to getting social proof. That's where most people stop, okay? Most people stop at that. So our first social proof is this. This is for a newsletter by a guy called Sahil Bloom. Newsletter is actually really, really good. You should go check it out. Sahil Bloom is the guy's name. It's a great newsletter. I'm sure, like me, you've subscribed to heaps of these different things, but this is a really good one. Anyway, so when I signed up for it, I thought this was a very, very good way of, very low-key way of saying, hey, this is something special. So there's 1,000 new members had joined since Friday. And so I was signing up on like a Monday or Tuesday. So it was told me that in like a 4-day period, 1,000 people had subscribed. I thought that's kind of cool. That's an interesting way of doing it. And then told me the total number of subscribers as well. Again, I thought that was a really interesting way of doing it. But it was the new members since that was particularly interesting, and I think has got the most power to influence. Not the total number, but the most recent number. I think that's got the most power to. And notice that the number isn't like 1,000. It's like 1,044. There's 91,634. That's all social proof mechanisms as well, okay? Next, Basecamp. Anybody that's at a product discovery session or in a mastermind program or in Diamond program will know that we use Basecamp heaps. I saw this as a split test that they did, and I saw that they went ultimately with the one on the right. And I think when you look at it, it's pretty obvious why that won their split test. So 2,248 companies signed up in the last week versus loved by companies around the world. It's pretty obvious why that one worked. But I think for you and what you're doing, if you've got your own website, putting X amount of people purchase this product this week is a big social proof element, okay? Really, really cool. I'll definitely be incorporating that, not only into the doggy brand, but also into the Chinese medicine brand that I'm going to be building as well. I really like that. I thought it's kind of cool. Feel free to read that. So one thing that I do that I found particularly helpful is I don't really advertise my great reviews that I get, okay? Anybody that wants to go and research AOE, they can just go to Trustpilot and they can see hundreds of people who've said really, really nice things about what we do, but I never really advertise that. Instead, what I advertise is the crazy, crazy people will email me telling me to get fucked and fuck off and all the rest of the stuff that happens to me, okay? That is, I think, a better way of doing things, because if somebody reads this, like if you're a customer and you don't really know Aussie online entrepreneurs, but you read this, what's going to be your assumptions about the Aussie online entrepreneur? Would you think that we're a company that hides shit, for instance? Or would you just go, oh, these are super transparent? Would you assume that we have got great reviews, or would you assume that we only have terrible reviews based on the fact that we put the bad reviews front and center, like, hey, check this out. When I think this is hilarious. No regards, Shanti, I think is the best sign off in the history of sign offs. So I do this all the time. You would have seen, here's another one. I get them all the time. And for me, It's like, this is what, well, for me, it serves two purposes. The first one is anybody looking will know that, you know, you're going to join a particular tribe of people who find this sort of shit hilarious. Okay, so that's the first one. It's like if you don't find this hilarious, you're probably not going to suit the Aussie online entrepreneurs. So there's that. It's like a barrier to entry for people. But also, if anybody reads this, they're going to know that we're pretty transparent. I know that you're going to get bad reviews for your products. I know that some wankers are going to leave you terrible reviews for no good reason. I want to demonstrate to you that it's not the end of the world. It's just one of those things, though. Yeah? So I do that too. So I use this all the time. I think it's a really cool idea. I encourage you to do the same too. No regards. Next, I think it's a really good idea to do your reviewers that are a little bit weird. So this is an actual review posted onto Amazon. And I think this is really good because now, well, what do you think about when you look at this? What do you think this is as a review? What do you think? What are you thinking when you look at that? Does that look like, well, first of all, does it look like a fake review? It's for everyday dudes, it's funny, and it's real. It's real. And this is your biggest barrier to get people to trust you, because in a world where we're told repeatedly that Amazon, for instance, has got loads and loads of people gaming the review system, and it has, we want to see authenticity. We want to see that. And so this, I think, demonstrates authenticity. You know that it's real. It's just some dude who's posted this picture, couldn't even figure out how to post it so it was the right way around, and they've just simply put that up. This brand is called Old School Labs. Old School Labs. It's a very cool brand. Labs. There you go. Old School Labs. They're very, very good marketers. Okay, go study them. They're really good. And where we got? Here we go on Amazon. Look at their packaging. Packaging's on point. Very good stuff. Anyway, so lots to learn from that. They're really good. Okay, so that's how you can use social proof, but do it in a different way to engender trust and then for people to buy from you because they trust you. Okay, really, really cool. Hey, this is Neil Asher from the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs. We help people just like you start your own successful business, selling things online, whether that's through Amazon, Shopify, eBay, whatever it may be. We've got the tools that you need to help you succeed online. Whether you're a complete beginner or indeed a professional making millions of dollars, we can certainly help you. By the way, we've helped over 2,500 people right now here in Australia, as well as right around the world. We've got sales in our members community of over $50 million. If you'd like to find out how we did that and come and join us, get yourself off to www.aussieonlineentrepreneurs.com.au. The link is in the description. That's aussieonlineentrepreneurs.com.au, and I will see you on the inside.